Good morning and welcome to Two on the Go Travel and welcome to Nassau, Bahamas. We arrived just this morning here on Oasis of the Seas. We could feel the thrusters moving the ship around as we came into port, so that was kind of neat to experience. And we are here at 7:30. We're going to grab some breakfast and then I think we can get off the ship around 8:30 and then we'll go tour around Nassau and see what we can see. I think we both slept better than we thought we did. Maybe we need to just be ocean dwellers and live on a boat because usually neither of us sleep good, but I think we both did okay last night. So we're excited to see what the day brings us and glad to take you along with us. Are you ready?
I am.
I hope you're ready. Let's sail. So far on this trip, we have eaten in the main buffet room. So this morning we are checking out Solarium Bistro, which is actually the adults only area. So it's a little bit less chaotic than the main buffet. So it looks like it's got a lot of the same things. Got a lot of fruit and different things to make yogurts. And then you have a lot of different breads. You got avocado toast. Those tend to be really popular. I'll be curious to see if Shane tries that. I know he's had in the past. Just some regular cereal and pastries. And then on this side, you've got some of the warm foods, some of the eggs and hash browns and grits and things like that. And all your coffees and beverages. And then we're coming up on my favorite part, the waffles and pancakes. So I'm excited to check those out here in a minute. Roasted turkey, some of the things that are international travelers like a little bit more. Some pre-made eggs and beans and sausages. Strawberry parfait and blueberry parfait and the different milks. And then over here, the things to prepare some oatmeal. And gluten-free options for those who need them. So we're going to grab some breakfast and we'll show you what we got. Okay, so we have grabbed some breakfast. And much like I expected, Shane did try some of the avocado toast. So I'm going to see what he says about that. He got waffle, French toast, and some fruit and a Danish. He's already said that I didn't get much, which right now it doesn't look like much. 2 waffles and some fruit. So I'm sure I will go back, but waffles are my favorite, so I wanted to start off with those. And we'll go from there. So we just finished our breakfast in the solarium and we walked outside. Before we get off the ship, I was just going to show you around the port a little bit. You can see we've got a couple other ships in port with us. Carnival, Crystal, and I think that is Princess. I'm not 100% sure. But the port, we're really curious to check it out because the last time we were here was literally over 25 years ago because it was right before we got married. We came on a dolphin cruise, and I don't even know if that cruise line is still in existence anymore. But it was a very short 2-night cruise, and we came down here to the Bahamas, and at that point we didn't realize the importance of sunscreen, and we both got absolutely toasted. We look like little lobsters, so we have already put on our sunscreen for today. We'll reapply if needed, but we're ready to go check out the port and see what we can see. So welcome to Nassau. We have just stepped off the ship and realized there's actually another carnival behind us. And I was incorrect earlier. I said this was Princess, but it's actually Norwegian. So we're going to head down here and go into the shopping area. You can see a lot of people from the other ships are getting ready to go on excursions. Lots of long lines. They had some lines over getting off of our ship as well. But we're just going to kind of wing it and see what we get into. We tend to do our own thing most of the time when we get into port, so we're going to do that today. Just a glimpse at how huge this ship is. Can't even get the whole thing in the picture right now, so maybe when we get onto the island itself we can get a better shot of it. But just want to show you what it was like getting off the ship and heading into port. So we came across the gangway, or dock I guess you should say, and there's a little bit better look at how the port is set up. So there's actually another carnival dock behind the Oasis, and then like I said, you got the Norwegian Joy here, the Crystal Serenity, and the Carnival Freedom. So it's a busy day in port today. So we're coming up on the main entrance into the shopping area, and this is obviously all different from the last time we were here. I think it must be office area, like for Port Authority, up on top. But you can obviously tell that this has been made into a specific for tourist area. I don't think we're exactly sure where to get started. I know we don't want a taxi, so we're going to wander over this way. It looks like there are shops all up and down the avenue here. Looks like some of the individual shops have not opened yet, so we may have to come back in this area and check it out. It's always interesting when you first get to port because you're trying to figure out where things are and what you want to see and where you want to go. Most of the time we wind up checking things out and then coming back a second time to actually stop and see things. So as you can see, all these little individual shops, a lot of them aren't open. But we'll keep walking. One thing I can already tell you that I like about this port is all the palm trees and all the bright colors. Obviously that falls into the Bahamian history and culture, but I definitely like the vibe. I think we must be some of the first people off the ship though, because not a lot is open. So we'll check out what we can and then we'll catch up with you when some of the stores do open.
So we walked past the port area and now we're kind of in the, I guess the older downtown or older shopping area now. This is kind of the area we remember when we came years and years ago. I'm assuming that may be a government type building. Not really sure. We're going to try to walk down here and see if we can get a good picture of the ship being a distance away just to get the size and scale of it. Because when we got on, we couldn't really even, we were so close to the ship you just can't see it. So we tried walking down the other way to get a good picture of the ship, but we just, it's
Kind of industrial.
Yeah, it's more industrial. We just can't really get a good picture of it. Hopefully we can tomorrow maybe when we go, when we dock there at their private island, Royal Caribbean's private island. But now we're just gonna walk down here through this kind of the older shopping area. Just kind of see what we see. We walked through some on the other side, and it was, a lot of the stores are a lot the same. What you would consider, I guess, the touristy shops. The, you know, t-shirts, the hats, a bunch of them are the same. So we'll just see what we could see up through this way. So we walked in this area here, and I was expecting to be a small shop or something. It's almost like a mini mall. It looks like all jewelry. It's actually really nice in here. If you want any kind of jewelry or anything, this is the jewelry, watches, anything. This is the place to come. Oh, and perfume. Looks like the whole top area is all perfume. Really nice in here. So that little area was, little shop was neat. It actually had all kind of purses in there too. And of course here, we have official Harley Davidson shop. I think there are 2 of these on the island. Brings back memories coming in here because years ago we actually had a Harley and we rode a lot. But we sold it and I guess we can say we moved on. But we had a lot of good memories. A lot of good memories with it. So after walking around kind of the older area there for a little bit, we are going to head back to the kind of newer port area where they have all the shops where we kind of walked through in the beginning and they were closed. Yeah, so we made it back over here. You can tell this is a lot newer area. I don't know how long it's actually been here, but It looks like a lot of the shops are open over here now, so now we can kind of explore over here.
So this end of the port area is a lot of restaurants and bars. So we're going to head back towards the main entrance that actually comes from the ships and check out some of the stores and see what those are. I see a gelato place over here, but a little too early for that. Of course, the way people are already at the bars, it's 5 o'clock somewhere for drinking, so I guess it's 5 o'clock somewhere for ice cream, but I think I'll wait on that. You can definitely tell more people are out and about now. I think some people get up a little bit later on vacation than we do. We're early birds no matter what we do, so these people are probably just now getting started where we've been up and going for a couple hours. Definitely a lot of nice places to go and see. My Ocean, born in the Bahamas. That sounds interesting. Let's go see what this is. I can already tell you that it smells wonderful in here. I don't know if it's like bath salts or all kinds of different things. This is really nice in here. I don't mind all the different tourist type things like the t-shirts and hats like Shane was talking about, but these are just amazing. I love these handmade ornaments. I'm always checking out to find new Christmas ornaments from everywhere we go, so might have to check those out and see about taking one home. And then they actually have the true loofah sponges. I've never used a real one, just a fake one, so I'm curious. It seems like it'd be hard. It seems like it'd be uncomfortable, but I'm not sure. And then they have sets with the soap and the loofahs in them. One thing we've noticed in a couple of stores down here that's really interesting to us is they're playing a lot of Christian music, which we really are appreciative of. In fact, the last store we went in was playing a song that we sing at church, I would say every other week, if not every week. Kind of unexpected, but a good surprise. And as you can probably tell, it's gotten a little bit loud down here, so you're probably not going to hear much of what I'm saying, but I'll let you kind of take a look at what's going on down through here. Lots of food and samples, that's for sure. It's interesting to see all the different food vendors giving out samples. A lot of it is the rum cakes. I'd never seen chocolate rum cake before. I've not tried either of them, but that was a new one on me, seeing those. The Museum of Junkanoo. Let's see if we can go in here. I'm familiar with the word Junkanoo, but I'm not exactly sure what it means. I think it's some type of party or celebration. Maybe we can find out more in the museum. So it looks like the museum is a charge to enter, but the gift shop is not. So we'll check this. Not exactly sure what I expected from the store, but I'm not sure this is what I did expect. So this is the actual Junkanoo Museum. Like I said, there's a charge for it, $11 per person. And it says Junkanoo is a primary cultural expression of the Bahamas. So not going to head back in there, but definitely interesting to see that they've got some of the cultural aspects represented here in the tourist district. I don't know if you can see in the glass, there is an amazing display here outside the Junkanoo Museum. It says the theme of the group planning the parade. So I'm assuming there's a Junkanoo parade. And this must be one of the floats. That is absolutely incredible. It's so detailed and so ornate. That's just absolutely beautiful. This is the other side of that display showing the parade float. I'm definitely going to have to do some research on that when we get to some Wi-Fi to find out exactly what Junkanoo is. I'm going to assume it's maybe a New Year celebration, but I could be extremely wrong. So it's interesting, we're already seeing a line of people going through security to go back onto the ships. I think unless you're going to the beach here, most of it is shopping. So we'll take one more lap around the shops and then we'll probably heading back to the ship ourselves. This little stall has a bunch of conch shells and different items made out of conch shells and other things. Looks like some natural spices, jerk seasoning, of course. And then here are some Christmas ornaments. I may have to pick out something to take home. Of course, Shane would say I need ornaments about as much as I need a t-shirt, but that's what I collect. He got a Starbucks mug a minute ago, so I can get a Christmas ornament. Gonna head in this store. It's called Bahama Handprints. Established 1966. Hello. Oh wow, all the colors are beautiful. Different patterns. Kids, ladies, men's, a little bit of everything. And so much of the shops down here are tax-free for tourists, which is kind of a nice benefit if you do like to go shopping. So now we've got locally made cigars, chocolates, wines, and candles. So here are some of the handmade chocolates. Fruit and nut, guava, key lime, everlasting passion, SpongeBob vanilla, zesty marmalade, iron sky juice. And then they've got some Christmas candies out. As Christmas music plays in the background. Seems really odd to be in the Bahamas at November and playing Christmas music, but I know they are at home too. A little smaller gift shops like those we saw on the main one. And then this looks like wood carvings. Oh wow, these are absolutely amazing. I can't imagine how much time and effort it does take to make these. So mission accomplished. I did find a Christmas ornament. It's very, very tropical looking, so that'll be a good addition to the tree. And I think we're gonna check out these last couple stalls and then head back to the ship. So this booth is a lot of straw products. I think a lot of straw making items down here in the Bahamas. And just some general souvenirs here. And then some beautiful artwork. Those are so pretty. So we have exited the main tourist shopping area, and we actually did get a little bit closer to see the ship. You still can't see the whole thing, but we're gonna head back over to the ship now and kind of check out some different things that we missed yesterday and just enjoy being on the ship. It's like you're on such a nice ship, you don't want to spend all the time in port. You don't want to miss anything in port, but you also don't want to spend all the time there and then miss stuff on the ship. So you kind of have to divide and conquer.
So we have made it back here to the room, and I was just going to show you the view that we had out the window here. You can see Atlantis right over there in the Bahamas. And then you can kind of come across, and that's kind of an industrial area right there. You can't see a little bit further right is actually where the port center and all that is, where we got off and went to. But since we made it back here to the room, thought I'd do our show and tell. So we got Melanie got an ornament. She looks for these kind of wherever we go. So she got a nice ornament. And then I winded up getting I know people have probably seen these at Starbucks. I have never bought any of these, but we keep going places and I keep seeing them, so I thought it's time to start collecting something. Something else, I should say. Melanie would probably agree with that. So I got this down in the Bahamas, and then come to find out, the ship actually has their own Oasis of the Seas, because they have a Starbucks downstairs. So I wound up getting that too. So there are the first two probably of many as we travel and go places, but that's what we've gotten so far. So while it's not crowded, we thought we'd come down here and show you guys the promenade. So this is in the middle of the ship, up under Central Park. You can see some of Central Park up there above us. And this is just, it's a huge area inside here. So over here, they have a karaoke bar. See the sign right there on the outside, Spotlight Karaoke. And then they have a Starbucks here right in the middle, which is where I got my mug from. And then over here is another little nighttime area. Last night I think they had some a band and stuff in here. You can see the instruments and stuff over there. They have that playing at night. Yeah, last night this area was packed and loud, so we couldn't video a whole lot in here then. They got some seating areas down here. And then last night they had all kind of, this is jewelry and all kind of stuff set up here in the middle where they were selling. And if you've been on a cruise, they have all the discounted watches, 75% off and all kind of stuff like that. And then that's a shop over there. They had all kind of perfumes and jewelry and alcohol and different things in there. And then this was the Royal Caribbean shop with some souvenirs and stuff in there. And I think most of the stuff will open later in the afternoon. Some of it I think can't open until we actually leave port. And you have to be at sea. And then you got like a little seating area over there. And here you kind of have like a British pub. It's called Globe and Atlas. And it's a neat little area in here. And then on the other side you have Sorrento's, which is a pizza place. And that pizza is actually included. So you can go in there anytime you want, get as many pieces of pizza as you want. It's all included. And then as you can see, it just keeps going. It's actually 2 stories on this side. And then you have another little island marketplace right here. And then you had Promenade Cafe, which they have little bitty sandwiches and some pastries and stuff like that. But again, that's included. On this side, you have, it's called the Collection, kind of some high-end purses and different things like that. You have a jewelry store right over here. And then you go downstairs, you've got the casino. We actually haven't even been in there yet. Then you've got an old car sitting here in the middle as well. Typically all the cruises have some kind of car, all the ships we've been on have some kind of car in the middle of the promenade. Then you can see the little water feature here. And that up there is actually a bar. That's, I guess, for lack of a better words, it's like an elevator, but the bar, it will actually come down. You can get on it, and then it goes, kind of goes up and down. And then that's actually where we came on the ship right there. And then over here we have what they call the bionic bar, which you place your order here at night, and then the robot arms will actually make the drink for you. We watched that for a little bit. That was kind of neat. We might have to show that later when it opens back up. And then over here on the other side, you've got guest services. If you need anything sorted out. And then you've got a watch store over here. That's everything on this side. Like I said, there's some stuff upstairs too. I think there's kind of a bar area up there. There's actually where you buy photos and stuff up there, where you can get your photos. But it is just a huge area in here. But like I said, at night and the evenings, it gets a little crazy. But as you can see, it's amazing how they build these big ships like this. And again, I know I've said we are not even on the largest ship they have. So there was the Royal Promenade, what we just showed you. I'm going to turn around and go the opposite direction. So this is the main dining room. We didn't actually eat in here last night. We wanted to watch the sail away, and then it was too late after we left to actually come see the main dining room. So we just decided to do the buffet. So they've got like a little seating area in here. And I don't know if it'll work out where we come into the main dining room, so that's why we wanted to kind of show you what it was, or what it looked like. So we are on the top level, looks like. And my goodness, so there are 3 levels. Huge area in here. It's very nice though. So back in the promenade, we're going to go upstairs here, kind of the second floor area of it. And like I said, there's the photo area, so if you get pictures made, whether it's on here or right when you get off the boat or whatever, you can come there and have them made. It looks like you can book shore excursions here. And then they have a place over there while you're on here. If you want to book your next cruise, you can do that. And sometimes they'll give you a little bit of discount if you're actually booking your next cruise while you're on here. We've never done that, but you got flyers out here if you where you want to go and stuff. And then this is another little bar area. Got a piano up here. I think this is called Schooner's Lounge. But yeah, it's kind of relaxing now. Everybody's off the ship and on the shore, and it's, like I said, a lot quieter up here right now. So we have come over here and we are going to try the rock climbing wall. So Melanie is over here first. So It's been a long time since we've done rock climbing, so we'll see how this goes.
So obviously I didn't do as well as I had hoped, but hopefully Shane will do much better than I did. I have much more confidence in him than I had in me. I think I got hung up because I went up the far right instead of the middle, which I should have done. And yes, I am making excuses. Well, Shane's already made it way farther than I did. Very, very proud of him. Alright, so he's made it past the first bell, even though he didn't ring it. That's okay. There's the bell. Woohoo! Great job. And he even makes coming down look easy.
I was hoping I got to the top soon because I was running out of gas.
You did a great job. I didn't even get it halfway up the wall, so very proud.
You tried.
That's about the best I got. I tried.
You tried. So after we did the rock climbing wall, we just kind of sat around and chilled for a little bit. We actually sat up there and watched the ships leave out. God, we sat up there for probably an hour or so, just kind of relaxed. Watched the ships leave out and stuff. It was just neat watching them. There was actually, I think Melanie had said, a total of 6 ships docked there. But we are actually going to head back to the room, charge the camera, and then we are probably grab something to eat, and then we've got our show a little bit later, the water,
Aqua Theater.
Aqua Theater, the Aqua show. So then we will see you then.
So we have made it to the Aqua Theater for the Aqua 80s show, and they're already playing 80s music, which we love. We actually just came from a Name That Tune 80s songs trivia thing. So we enjoyed that, had a good time kind of competing with each other, not necessarily everybody else, but competing with each other. So we're excited to see this show and enjoy the music. So we hope you enjoyed it as well.
Say it again. Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while. You could miss it.
Okay, so we just finished watching Aqua 80. Oh my word, that was absolutely amazing. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like that before in my life. Everything was great. The tightrope walker was unreal. There's no way I could do anything like that. And of course, I'm sure Shane will say anything that starts off with a hoverboard and power of love is going to be great anyway. What do you think?
I thought it was great. When we went on a cruise earlier this year, we saw Grease. They actually had the Broadway show Grease, which was great. This was better than that, I think.
Absolutely.
It was great. The 80s song made it. I don't know. It was just a very, very good show.
Well, and I can't help but think about the boat is rocking a little bit tonight. I don't know why, but all of these people are doing these things, all these balancing acts and moving around, and they're not doing it on a stable platform. They're doing it in the air that's moving while they're trying to do things. Just absolutely incredible. So I would love to see it again. I don't know that we'll get the chance to, but it was absolutely amazing. We hope you enjoy watching it.
Definitely. Well, we made it back to the room after we walked around for a little bit after the show. And again, that show was just awesome.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Definitely. But we're going to call it a day here. So this wraps up day 2 on our cruise ship. So we thank you for joining us and hope to see you again on day 3, which will be our final day. And we will be going to the Royal Caribbean's private island. Is it Castaway Cay?
No, that's Disney's.
No, that is not where we're going then.
Perfect day at Coco Cay.
Perfect day. That's right. Maybe we wished we were on a Disney cruise is what it was. But no. Maybe one day we will go to Castaway Cay. Not tomorrow though. So again, we thank you for joining us and we hope to see you later. Bye.